welcome to my channel, Infinite Intuition. If you are here, then that means you like to see what is in store for your future. What does Spirit need to tell you? But yeah, if you've been here before, then just welcome back. And if not, then just welcome. I hope you enjoyed this reading today. So, Gemini, you, like the first two readings that I had just done for Aries and Taurus, you have your own unique spread here that I'm going to be reading from based on your current energy and what Spirit needs you to know. I will then be pulling out oracle cards as well as out an affirmation card to round out your reading. This is going to be kind of relatively a quick reading, just about what you need to know. And so let's just go ahead and get into it. So with card number 1 here, this is going to best describe you currently. And we've got the 9 of Swords. So right now we're feeling a bit down. We're maybe not even just a bit. I would say there have been nights where you probably have stayed up crying. There's definitely a depression vibe going on. I don't know, I keep hearing this. I don't like to say this with this card, but because it could be taken the wrong way. But I was just hearing like, oh, woe is me kind of card or kind of vibe. So I don't know if Spirit is trying to tell you maybe things aren't as bad as they seem. You know, we may be looking at the situation in the wrong way. We need to look at it a little bit differently. So a way you typically miscommunicate with others. Ooh, we've got the 10 of Swords. Wow. Okay, so we got 2 sword cards popping up, and so I'm kind of thinking that your words, I think you need to control how you say things a little bit better. You may feel like every time, it's almost like every time you speak, somebody gets hurt. Somebody, you know, it's always taken in the wrong way. Maybe you're somebody who's just a bit too blunt of a person. And so your words like literally stab. I wouldn't say literally, but it feels like metaphorically you're stabbing them. That's how they feel. And so I think we need to work on our communication a little bit better, definitely. If it feels like every time we speak we're hurting somebody. Maybe for some of you, you kind of feel like, you know what, you needed to be blunt with somebody right now, and it did hurt them, and you knew that it probably would, and you feel bad about that, but it needed to be done, kind of a thing. And so they kind of feel a little bit betrayed. They feel stabbed in the back. How to deepen your connection with others. 8 of Swords, but it's in reverse. Okay. To deepen your connection with others, I think Maybe you're somebody actually who feels trapped or bound. Maybe you don't let people in or see the real you. And so we're being encouraged to actually step out of this barrier and show people who you really are. How you can better understand your direction in life. You've got the Knight of Wands, but in reverse. Excuse me. I think to better understand your direction in life, I think it's saying to not be so direct with your words. To slow down. Yeah, I feel like that it's like to slow down a little bit, to maybe maybe we feel like what we're trying to strive to do is keeping us bound. And I'm kind of getting a stress vibe where your stresses are kind of coming out. And that way, that you're being too sharp with people, too blunt with people. And so I think we're being asked to slow down and start thinking about our words first, not just saying them. Don't just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Take a pause. Really think what you're about to say next. But also take a pause for yourself, maybe when you're alone, to start healing yourself. An energy to channel to improve your self-confidence would be the shadow side in reverse. So this is unique to this deck. And this would be to let go, I feel, of negative thoughts. Possibly, we're possibly having others, maybe like in your workplace, tell you what to do, is what I'm getting. Your work environment is clouding your mind a little bit too much. So then when we are out of that work environment, we have people who we hurt because we're so stressed and we're very pointed with our words. So have the confidence to heal yourself. Have the confidence, maybe even to set boundaries. Have the confidence to be yourself, to step out of this barrier. excuse me, and actually be yourself. Be who you really are. Show people who you really are. You're not somebody who actually wants to hurt people. And so a new project or hobby you should explore is the Temperance upright. A new project or hobby you should explore, I think, is bringing balance back to your life. Bringing more of a positive energy back into your life. Maybe I'm even getting stepping back into your faith. It could be something like this. With your tarot, it could be whatever your faith is, whatever you need to do with your spirituality. But also to take control of your energy. Take your energy back. Take who you really are back, and show people who you really are. Okay, we got quite a few that fell out. So we've got lighthouse, we've got warning, beware, make a detour, obstacle to avoid. So actually, for me, what I'm getting from this is a warning of what we were just talking about. Taking a pause before you speak again, and really question yourself if that's really what you want to say right now. So just be aware of what you're about to say next. Yes, definitely clouds. Our mind being clouded right now, being hesitant to maybe step into our own power, being hesitant to speak up. To set boundaries. This is also a card of misunderstanding, so I do feel like, what we're saying is causing misunderstandings in a very harsh way. Okay, we have mother, ripe, fertile, giving, fulfillment, stability, powerful, compassion. I wonder if maybe some of you came from the Taurus reading, because these signs I do interpret as anybody who can come here to watch these who have a placement in their sun, moon, or rising. So with this video being Gemini, you could have Gemini in your sun, moon, or rising. Or you could also have strong Gemini placements in your chart, or you just felt drawn to come and read this message. That maybe it's your own mother you're afraid to stand up to, but I'm also kind of getting that maybe if we're talking about coming home from work at the end of the day, maybe we realize what we're saying is actually hurting our kids, and that's not what we want to do. That's not what you want to do. You want to be this loving mother energy that I feel that could be coming off of this Temperance card. So yeah, we need to just find balance between work and our home life. We've got Scythe. So I feel like with this is actually saying to cut away that negativity. Cut away that negativity that you may be bringing into your home life. We have letter, writing, communication. Actually, I feel like with this, maybe you need to sit down have some quiet time and actually just write a letter to yourself. Write a letter telling yourself about the person that you want to be. You can also talk about the feelings that you have towards yourself if you are hurting people. You can also write down your frustrations, your anger, and it may be hard to get started. Like I've done this before, where I've been encouraged in therapy to actually write down my feelings, write down your anger. And as you write, you'll usually find that anger is not the first emotion. Anger comes from something else. And so, for example, your anger could actually come from sadness. And then you'll be able to pinpoint where that sadness is coming from. So I feel like that's something that you should do. You may even want to write down positive things that you would like to say to somebody instead. And maybe that'll help you gain the confidence to actually apologize and start bringing those positive words into your relationship with these people. We have we have ring, which says agreement, pact, contract, partnership. We also have cycles, so I kind of feel like an ending of this negative energy and then bringing in the positive energy, bringing in a positive energy to relationships, but also making an agreement with yourself to put in the work for this healing and commit to it. We've got dog, a very supportive friend, sibling or peer, pet, faithful companion, loyalty, devotion. Maybe you are somebody who has a pet, and so you're also being short with them as well. But I kind of feel like this is actually who you are. You are somebody who is a supportive friend. You are faithful. You do have loyalty and devotion to people, to others who you love. And so we need to show that side of us a little bit more. You could also seek help from a friend or somebody who you know is faithful to you, and you can be faithful to them back. Or a sibling, or, family, anybody that could mean for you. And you can go to them and seek help. Maybe seek therapy. We also have tree. So definitely getting grounded with who you really are. We also are talking about health. If we stay in this negative energy, it does impact our health and our vitality. We need to bring in some personal growth. We also have broom, where it says don't need it. We don't need this negative energy. We don't want this negative energy coming into our house, coming into our energetic field. Repetitive definitely does make me feel like this is a repetitive thing that has been happening and we want to let it go. This does not make us feel good, but it will feel good when it's over. Okay, we need to clean up our mess. Heart. And I feel like once we start cleaning up, we're going to be finding that joy and love within us again. We're going to be so much happier. Heart's desire, I'm also getting like maybe if this workplace that you may be at isn't something that you want to do, we are going to be putting in the energy to find that desire. Maybe this is kind of what the King of Wands is talking about, a lack of putting work towards your heart's desire. So there's a lack there. And to understand your direction in life, we need to focus more on our heart's desire. And that might help direct us better and feel more fulfilled. This card also says forgiveness. So I would definitely say, writing down, if you're not comfortable coming out just yet and speaking up and apologizing, definitely write things down of what you want to say to certain people. You can even give people a letter, have them read it, and then finish that off by actually communicating with them more and speaking what it is you want to say, a heartfelt thing that you want to say. Show people that you are this loving person. Okay. We also have book. Excuse me. So with this, I'm kind of getting, because this is memory, maybe you've been thinking about who you used to be and that you want to bring that person back. I'm also getting, maybe to fulfill your heart's desire, you may need to actually go back to school or start schooling if you haven't yet. Okay. Usually I only do one affirmation card, but you got 4 that wanted to come out. And so I think it's just something that we really need to hear. And maybe some of the messages that I was getting, because there were definitely some, we had an overall message, but I definitely had some other things pop out that didn't quite relate. And so there may be multiple messages here for people. So just take these affirmations as they resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. If they all resonate, then perfect. That's great. But first we have, I am open. Vulnerability is my strength, not my weakness. My openness attracts those who are beneficial to my highest good. When I lean into my feelings, I am honoring my truth. When I communicate my feelings in a loving way, I am speaking my truth. I am open. That's perfect. That definitely goes along with what we've been talking about. I am bold. I speak my truth in a loving way. My courage to communicate my needs is powered by love for myself and love for others. I am bold. Again, this definitely goes well with what we've been talking about. Okay, some of you may have come from the Taurus reading, because I believe this is where this one came from. I am a creator. Everything around me began as a thought. My clothes, my home, and even the roads I drive on were once just thoughts. When I take the time to contemplate my surroundings, I grasp all of the thoughts that took place to create the world. Likewise, my thoughts have created things. My thoughts create my actions and thereby create my life as I know it. Therefore, I strive, and I strive to think about my desires optimistically. I am a creator. And lastly, I am strong. I am stronger than I think I am. I reject victimhood. My strength is in knowing that all circumstances are temporary. I focus my attention on what's in front of me. I naturally move forward into new phases of life. I am strong. So I definitely think those are good messages for you guys to hear in regards to what we've been talking about. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope that you liked this reading. I hope it resonated with you. I hope it helped. And I thank you so much for coming by and watching this video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.